I just banged my head on the wall and it hurts so bad. Hello. I'm trying to like angle the camera properly. Why is it not that? Perfect. Y'all, look at my hair. Bro, what is that? You know, people are like, I have thick hair. I'm like, no you don't. Nah. I'm gonna just post for the thumbnail. I'm gonna be talking about what Greek life is like. I think that my keyboard down here and it's just anyway. I think that it's funny to tell because talking about it, one, gives me some sort of like excitement to be there again in the summer, fingers crossed, and give a bit of an insight into what it's like because I am English too, obviously, but yeah, when I go to Greece, it's like a proper, it's not even just a holiday, it's, you know, to see family, because before me and my sister were born, my dad's from there, and then he had 2 sons, so we have brothers there as well, and then we have his family, our family, but his immediate family in Polygyros in Chalkidiki in north of Greece, which is like where all the wild animals are. Like, he grew up on a farm, all this, so it was just, I mean, I remember when I went there, so nice. Like, it's warm, but it's so quiet. Like, it's like the whole town is just a village, basically. Like, there isn't any town, no like city centre, other than if you like drive out, I think. But yeah, Greek life. First of all, let's talk about parental restrictions. My brothers say, I guarantee when they were younger, they weren't as restricted as me and my sister would have been, or especially me, because I'm the youngest on my dad's side, you know. So, oh, you want to go to the shop? Go with your sister. You want to go outside? Go with your sister. Do you know what I mean? Superstitions. Now, I notice this is actually a very common occurrence, and people actually do believe it. Like, my friends who are like, I don't know, what's it, 2nd generation or something? I don't know. It's sort of been engraved in them to believe that if you go outside with wet hair, you're gonna get ill. Okay, I understand the logic, but like, my dad was adamant about it. If you go outside with wet hair, you get ill. You know what I mean? It's like, I haven't got a choice. Or he'll always say like, your coat is getting cold. If I don't go out with my coat on, and I'm like, I can't always be doing that, because body fluctuating temperatures, you guys already know. Another thing on holiday, like, oh, it's just so nice. We get up every single day, and like, but like really early, but it does, you don't even feel like very tired. Like, it's like a nice relaxed feeling. I only get that very rarely, but more so on holiday, I suppose, because it's hotter. So you'd get it when you wake up, and then my dad would say, yeah, we're gonna go for like iced coffee, iced tea. Had Lipton peach and lemon iced tea every single day whilst I was there, never got sick of it. So I bought a big bottle the other day, which I'm gonna buy one today for sure. It's like the summeriest drink ever, but I drank it all anyway. Or like iced coffee, but a vanilla or caramel, specifically caramel iced latte. Perfect. Get one every day, but obviously it's Greek style, so they probably put more than 2 shots of espresso in it, of coffee. So now I have to ask for one, because my tolerance, sweetie. And we'll go out and about in the town. It's always so lively, especially because we go to Corfu usually. Corfu Old Town, well, in Kerkyra, we stay in Kerkyra. This time I do want to stay out in the outskirts, like in Ruvia or Dacia, where my sister stayed. Ruvia. I'm not top tier on pronouncing these names, but I just have to go with it because it's quite difficult. I mean, it's a very difficult language, which I'll get into later. We'd like go shopping, and then we'd go to the beach, and then like the best part would be like in the evening we would kind of announce it, guys, we're gonna go back to the hotels, the Airbnbs, the apartments, we're gonna get ready, we're gonna go on holiday. I feel like it's a very universal experience among like girls, like girlhood, you know, just girly things, to be so excited to go out later at night after getting ready and like eat and drink stuff. And because it's like on holiday, you can look fancy. There's, I mean, turn up everywhere extra AF, but there's no question about it. Especially my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she always turns up like with the nicest outfits. Like she's like, you know, she's so bougie, but I'd always look and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, I want to dress like that within my style, you know. And also lightweight lightweight, because it's very like, this is so much humidity, and though like it's considered dry, but it's just humid, man. Like it's a humid, what the hell is that? I've got hair. It's a humid place. Like you're gonna get so hot immediately. Like literally I'd get out of the shower and I'm already sweating. I'm like, I have to go right back in, have a cold shower now. Which is good for you, and I think it would make me feel better being back in the sun. I will make a few changes though, bring more money, get my nails done and my lashes. I get my lashes done for free by my friend. Love you, Almia, if you're watching. And then my nails, for sure. They make me feel like complete if I'm like out and about. Like right now, I haven't had them for a few months, saving money, you know. So yeah, cute. I'm trying to think about what else. I feel like I should have wrote something down. I literally was thinking about doing that. In terms of like family, Greece tends to place a higher value on the concept of family ideals. They're very, you must respect your elders, especially my dad, and he is from the older generation, so it's understandable because, you know, respect your parents. Like it's the main thing that he kind of reflects onto us, me and my sister, especially because my brothers are like grown up. Like we're all adult kids, I suppose, but I mean I'm the baby, like he always said. Tries to engrave that into my head. He's like, you're the baby, you better listen, all this, but it can come across quite, I suppose, controlling sometimes. That's not always what it is. I think that's another thing, like with Greek people, their tones are very forwarding. So remember, they're not shouting at you, they're shouting with you, or they're just so passionate about something, or just the tone of voice. Like I'm like, why are you shouting? And then I'm like, oh wait, they're actually not, they're just talking. Like same with me sometimes, like when I get passionate, but like it's not like projectory. I'm not like, you did this, you did that. Like I'm just shouting about the situation. The thing being vegetarian, yeah. So the first time I went to Greece, we went to a barbecue at my sister-in-law's mother's house, and I think, and my dad as such, it was probably my dad, said something like, you eat lamb is vegetarian because lamb eat grass. And I'm like, no. But they respect it. There's a lot of vegetarian options. It's really not like that big of a deal. It's something personal to me. Like if you want to ask, fine, I've been vegetarian for 10 years, all this, like maybe even longer or so, but I like, it's not like they're kind of outgrowing it though. They're not like, oh, vegetarians, you know, or even if they are, it's just because that's not in their culture. Like everybody grew up eating lamb, especially on Christmas. Hello Christiana. Just kidding, I'm a month late. It's not Christmas, it's literally January. Anyways, back to the family ideals. Like for example, I feel like I'm going to refer to my big fat Greek wedding in this. Bula kind of taught that she has to grow up with the expectations that one day she will marry, breed, make food, repeat, you know what I mean? And it really kind of, I mean, like that kind of happens, you know, but the bad way. Like it's not like stereotyped as, oh, you know, they've got no life kind of thing because they're just following what other people want of their parents, for example, of society, of, you know, because there's a thing among like a lot of Mediterranean cultures, like they don't place too much of an emphasis on it. Like it's not like, you know, I'm gonna set up an arranged marriage for you and you must, like, no, but expected, like, but not in a bad way. That doesn't kind of dictate your life as complete. Like you have a life outside of that, but that's just kind of like the foundation that it's built on, you know. Very nuclear style family, mum, dad, 2 kids, boy and a girl, or 2 girls, 2 boys, you know what I mean? And that's like, that goes for most of my family over there. They're very strong-minded about that, I think. Marrying like outside of the family culture, or remarrying, is not like that big of a deal for some people. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna, for example, like my brother, like he was with someone before and then he remarried, and now they have 2 beautiful babies. My niece and my nephew, they're twins, absolutely adore them, they're so cute. Myself in my nephew a lot because I don't know, like not so much when I was like a baby, but I guess like when I was a toddler, like he looks so much like me and he looks so much like my brother. But it's really weird because it goes, so my eldest brother Dimitri, then Spiros, and then Alexia, and then me. So we're talking about the two brothers who have different mum. The first looks like the mum. Yes. But Demetrius also looks so much like my dad, like now. Like his face is kind of morphed into, but not like the face shape. And then Spiros looks exactly like my dad, but in his younger years. And then firstborn daughter, no matter what, looks like the dad, and then the second looks like the mum. Apparently I do look like my dad a bit, but everyone says I look like my mum, which I'll take because she's so beautiful. But so I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. I always try and figure out, I'm like, so who looks like who, why does this work? And I'm like, it's not as straightforward as that. Genetics. Anyways, yeah, I feel like politeness is kind of a big topic over there. First of all, they can say a lot with just like one sentence or one word, but it's not deemed impolite or polite. It's like nothing to do with kind of courtesy. Like you'll say to anyone like ella, which, you know, usually in English, if you want someone to come, you wouldn't be like come, you know, but it literally, the direct translation is come, but they obviously look at it as come here. If it's come here, it probably would be ella edo, but no one really says that, you know. Or they'll say yeah, which is hi. Technically speaking, the word bye in Greek is andio, but everybody says yeah, yasu, yasas. Now, if you're talking to a like group of people, so that's in plural, you'd say yasas. You wouldn't say yasu because that's just to one person. But then my question would be, would you say yasas and then say everyone? So yasas hola, yasas all of you, hello all of you, because you're already referring to a group of people. You wouldn't say all of you because that's all of you in just one word. In yasas, which is hello everyone, is plural. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, you can say that, but I just choose not to, so that I don't have to deal with like the weird technicality stuff. But yeah, that's something to learn. Politeness, for example, like if my brother goes into a store with me, he'll buy the stuff that I want, and I'll say thank you, but he's like, you don't need to say thanks, like it's expected, which like I really appreciate. But I found a bit strange at first, because you know there's an English person when they're saying sorry for something you did. Anyways, I mean, on the street, like, oh sorry, you just bumped into me, nearly knocked me out, but I'm gonna apologize anyway, you know, something like that. It's very different over there. I kind of like it. It's very chill. Another thing is, especially just like Greek families who run a restaurant, like a family restaurant, they're so prideful, they're so like honored to continue like the legacy to run a restaurant so great. Like you can just see like every time a customer, like it's just brilliant customer service over there, brilliant customer service. Like they just really value it, like serving people. It's like one of the like great, like one of the most honored attributes, things to do in Greek culture, especially when they find out you are Greek. For example, I'd be going around in the markets, and some of them are independent businesses, right? So might be an old woman who doesn't speak that good English, so I do speak Greek to her, but obviously it can be quite difficult. Much easier when I am there, but can be quite difficult to form a sentence ever so fast whilst listening to what they're saying, whilst translating it in my head. And you know, like I remember that exact situation happening. She was like, oh my god, like I had no idea, like you sound so, I was like, oh, thank god. And my dad's like, no, like sometimes when you speak English you sound Greek, you sound very English, all this. And I'm like, thanks. Learning curve, I suppose. Oh wow, she was very grateful about that. Very happy that I spoke the language. I was just basically explaining to her, yes, my dad's from the north, so we come down here because my brother lives here, and yeah, just shopping about for the summer. And you know, I really just want to stay longer next time, progress my Greek. And another thing with Greek friendships, Greek, like just any relationship you have with anyone, they'll warm to you very quickly, vice versa. Like my brother brought down his friend who he sings with, and like we hit it off straight away. Like she's so nice, like we sat together for lunch, like she there was like a lot of times where I don't know, we just found ourselves like gossiping, like just light-hearted stuff. Yeah, she's great. And then we FaceTime when we came back. I mean, we haven't really lost touch, but we don't really speak too much. But when we were there, like, oh, she was so nice, so cute, and like, you meet someone for the first time, it's like you've known them ages, like they're so comfortable in talking to you. Doesn't mean that, you know, you have to kind of be so personal with them, like, or it's nothing really to do with courtesy, but you just feel more comfortable. I love it. Other thing, when I had black hair, I was told that I looked way more Greek than I do with blonde hair. But then my sister-in-law told me she definitely prefers my blonde hair and need to make it more blonde. But like, whilst I'm there, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but last year, like, I guess it was the first time everybody saw me since like I kind of had my little glow up. I don't know, I don't really like to call it that, but I don't know. And like, the whole family was just all over me. Like, I don't know, like, I was like, guys, do you think I'm beautiful? Like, oh my gosh, like, it was so nice. It was so nice, especially at the wedding. Took me ages to get ready. Only thing I wish I would have done is wear better hair extensions and got my nails done, which I will, but money, you know, which I'm gonna have. Growth mindset. Food. There's never a break in point. I think because all of them are so used to it, like with the amount of food that they eat, or like the meals throughout the day, or like just the good food that just comes from good places, like it's so like natural to them that they just don't get full, or like they don't need to do anything. Like with me, like I probably gained a bit, but like I don't really care, like obviously. But like, yeah, a lot of food all the time. Like, for example, breakfast for some people, black coffee and a cigarette. Not for me, thank you very much. Iced tea or iced coffee, and then spanakopita or spanakopita, which is like spinach cheese filo pastry pie. Always with feta, always, never without. And then lunch, we'd have just like a platter of things, like probably like a very bean carby heavy dish, and then like sides like chips, salads, tzatziki, olives, dolmades, you know what I'm saying, which is vine leaves with rice. So good. Especially when they've been soaked for a while. I mean, I've never had a dry one. I don't think they come like that, but like when they're really soaked. Especially with olives, when they're properly marinated, not like the hard Spanish olives. And then for dinner, it'll probably be like something similar. Or there's just so many like cuisines to go, like so many different international restaurants in Corfu, because I think like, well, it's one of the top like tourist destinations. There's people from all over, like had so many different like people's accents, like different languages whilst I was there. Every time really, but especially last year. So, you know, there's lots of international restaurants, lots of places to go, not just like Greek restaurants, which is like kind of nice, because like whilst you're eating so much Greek food, you never get sick of it. It's also nice to like go somewhere else for a bit. So we went to like this burger joint, I think, like once. It was so good. I think I got like a portobello mushroom cheeseburger and then like chips, and obviously we get sides, like it's never ending, like no one's ever like, oh yeah, that's it. Like no, like we'll we'll go out afterwards and get even more food. Do you know what I mean? Like it's fabulous, it's fab. I feel like this video has kind of turned into more of a what's Greece like in my opinion, as opposed to like my Greek family life, but I think the balance is nice. I think it's nice. So yeah, I might do a part 2. I think I've covered like most things I wanted to talk about, just because it's so fun. It's so fun. Oh, it's another thing, Greek girls with this hair. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching.